Yeah, this looks a lot like Life is Strange, actually. I'm turning it off, Ira. Don't worry. Should be now quieter. Should be now quieter. And fine night. Thanks very much, both for the host and for the birthday wishes. Should be nice right now, Ira. If anything, scream at me. Well, shout at me through the medium of Twitch chat. Sarcasm. Yeah, folks. Once again, I'll be setting these games as we play. So, Mary's Room. We missed this, but it said this game has no save function.
I want to come back. Why would I? After all that's happened, even in here. So, where is the journal?
So, if I'm not mistaken, this game is slightly, first of all, welcome to Mary's Room. Interesting. Pictures that change. I guess you can use those frames. Welcome to Mary's Room. I sort of looked at the story. Chances are, weather forecast. Chances are it might be a slightly sad one. Hold to zoom. Nope, I don't need that. I would like to open it. Hold, open.
No, that's her parents' room.
So Mary is someone we've known, and it's a possibility that something bad has happened to her, actually. No entry. That's fantastic. No entry unless you're a tourist from the future. But yeah, another house we're investigating.
Don't need to go in there.
That's the bathroom. Yep. Don't need to go there either. And can't go downstairs. So if the game insists, we're going somewhere. But yeah, as I've said, we'll be starting slow, and then we'll go and get more active games as we go along. Turn up the music and turn up the voice acting. Yes, absolutely. Music, we'll hit it at 50, and we'll put the master volume to 45, and effects volume, let's just say 70. just a random array of numbers. Hey, look at that, Bumblebee. I mean, I'm assuming there's a cat here somewhere. Hey, that's nice for it. Mary's journal. All right, what's in here?
Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did?
Isn't much louder, really.
I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you...
Flashbacks. Flashbacks?
Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
Yes, something definitely has happened to Mary, but we now are put back into her room as it was ages ago. Also, if I'm not mistaken, these mirrors actually showed the previous room, or maybe not. Maybe that's just a really low poly version of it. Should I bump it down just a little bit more, Ira? What do you think?
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres.
All right, all of a sudden we were given a lot of information, but pretty cool.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
We are suddenly being dumped into a world which we're not familiar with, and suddenly a lot of information. What I can definitely tell from this room is that the girl who lived here, I do believe still lived here, she is a nerd, slightly, a geek maybe. Alright, folks, everyone else, also tell me if you're okay with the volume levels.
As food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took.
Not exactly sure what she's on about. Hey!
She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie, She got me a new deck and suggested I deal again.
You know what? This game might be a little bit too over my head, it seems. Ira, are you able to, or not just Ira, are you folks able to follow along? I might be just a little bit too silly. Green
The
Eatery.
Green Eatery. Green as in
With fungus.
Yes, I am never eating Ayurvedic lasagna
Ooh,
ever again.
numbers.
Some people must have liked Mr. Jones's cooking because he was out every night cooking his green stuff.
Green stuff. What about the name badge? Marie
Food
Torres.
rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But yeah, maybe it's indeed a mystery story. And again, I sort of spoiled it to me. All right, you can hear it. Okay, fantastic. But let me know if anything is wrong.
I
Everything
couldn't
can
afford
be
a car,
helped.
and Marie didn't want one, so we rode our bikes everywhere. I thought I looked silly, and with those
Swimsuit.
damn sparkly shoes, I probably did. Yeah, I was losing my glamour status at school right there.
Yep. What's in the shopping
She
bagoos?
loved being a birthday girl. Mr. Torres
A
would take her
birthday
shopping
girl.
every year.
And I'm a birthday boy. This is all very nice.
I loved skinny dipping, but Marie insisted on wearing this thing. Really, I mean, it was Mr. Jones's pool. After dark, no one would ever come close to the freak. And he wasn't there, just to be clear. But someone else was.
This guy partly looks like me when I was in my long hair phase. Yeah, those of you who didn't know, I had my long hair phase ages ago. So yeah, I'm still not sure if these are just girlfriends or
I need to find
more
the
than
key.
girlfriends.
A
What else?
5-figure number.
Okay, more puzzles, more puzzles.
She once asked me, "Don't you ever dream, Kelsey?" And I said, I don't dream.
Orange peels.
I plan. What I didn't tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess with those plans.
That's very... I'm not sure what the word in English is, but very cold and calculated, I suppose. Smoking jar.
She hated my cigarettes. Every time I felt like going out and buying a pack, she made me put the money in that money jar.
That's a good idea.
One day that money would pay for our gas to drive to college. We only needed money for the one way. I ended up using it to get to Vancouver.
Don't tell me it's another story of two friends getting separated after childhood. So this looks more and more like... Oh, sparkly shoes. Looks more and more like Life is Strange Indeed.
He had money. You see? He bought me things. I was going to wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the
For
time, I
information,
didn't know
we don't
where
know
the
what to do
money
with.
came from.
Who is he, for example?
Disgusting, but cheap.
Famous.
I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore.
Or
The vicious
Famous.
taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
So yeah, she... Oh, this is definitely a sign. Do you think? Indeed. Food rescue, 3 years. Okay, there's a lot of stuff, it seems. Nothing was different. Okay, yeah. Oh, interesting. Like, there's little tabs at the bottom of the screen. High school kill saves classmates from hunger. We had a party today celebrating 3 years of food rescue. Everyone's there. All those happy, familiar faces. Loved it. Kelsey came in. I never took her for one of the hungry. I don't think she knows my name, but everyone knows her. She's gorgeous. It surprised me, though. I could see the shame in her eyes when she had to accept the bag of groceries from me. Still, I couldn't take my eyes off her. If this world allows someone like Kelsey Jackson to be hungry, it must be everywhere. So I'm going to fight it with everything I've got. Wow. Last fall, I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food, and ran. And I realized some of my classmates were actually hungry, so I joined Food Rescue to help. There, at the end. Everyone satisfied? Minigun Home also, yeah. Absolutely possible. Like that game, by the way. No, not just like, I love that game, I would say. Pretty nice. It's just that this game seemingly is locked just to one room, not just the whole house. Kelsey hasn't been to Food Rescue in a while and just wanted to make sure she wasn't hungry or something, so offer her my sandwich. Why did I do that? Now we'll never be friends. Good one, Marie. Really, really well done. She looked at me like I was crazy and walked out, and now we're behind with the project too. I hope we make the deadline. Not sure what's that all about. Okay, more chapters. Sparkly shoes. Oh, did I? You know what? I think I shouldn't be reading those just yet. Seemingly like all the items in the room that I will be exploring and looking at. At some point, they will... more backstory will be unlocked in the journal. So I'd rather read them in order.
Have you ever peeled an orange so juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun? The trees in Mr. Jones's garden had them.
It's very poetic.
I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor.
Okay, now there's a new person, Trevor. Who might Trevor be? Vinyl inbox. Or vinyl.
I wore those a lot. Not to protect my eyes, but to hide them. I didn't want anyone to know.
Yeah, alright, well, there's a lot of stuff. Also, I know these are pretty bad. I think the quality of those is... Oh, of course, this is an FPS game. I can duck. Or crouch, anyway. I know the quality of these isn't that good, but just as a novelty item, I think that these suitcase record players are absolutely fantastic. Oh, let's put on some music. Simon Alexander won't be found. And what about the fan?
Sometimes
Pretty
it
topical
got
in this
so
weather, you know.
hot. This thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool. That night, I guess he must have seen us.
Alright, so there was a night when they were spotted
Marie
by an
always
owner of a
dreamed
pool.
about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Right, so that's another bit. They wanted to go away.
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor.
You know what? Maybe I should have learned more about this game. It's another bummer. Well, darn. Again, don't worry.
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in.
Really that bad?
I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
I still want to see La La Land, actually. The people who have offered it, like, to watch it together with, weren't really that enthusiastic, but I'm still interested. So, yeah. Anyway, as I've started saying, we will play more happy games later on. Okay, sorry, that's La La Land again. My bad. Yeah, that QR code does lead to somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Just a question where to. What about a ripped shirt?
Trevor. What an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes. One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends
Jesus.
stopped him. Then,
Violence.
I think it was.
Just everything.
He got a lot of shit for it later.
I can imagine, jeez. Wait a minute. Kelsey. Definitely a girl. He dragged the girl through... That's crazy.
Mr. Torres. Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since Lorraine died, they only had each other.
It's very sweet.
Marie was suffering when he was in intensive care. That was a nasty knife wound.
Yeah, obviously that QR code might also be like a code for the ticket checkers in the cinema.
She wouldn't stop about time travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
That's a weird little ditty that just played all out of nowhere. Just a little bit of a sliding guitar. Time travel
Yes,
and sliding
the
guitar.
science project. Of all people, they chose to pair me with the girl from Food Rescue. Outrageous. But I got over it and chose to work my ass off. I had to if I wanted to get that scholarship.
Interesting. Yeah. So she seems to be like the rich girl.
Trevor was never far off, though. When Marie and I rode our bikes through dark nights just to get a taste of those perfect oranges, I knew he was lurking in the shadows.
Trevor again.
I never told her, but I think that's how he found us. He followed us back to the room.
This doesn't sound like a ARB place. Thank you. This doesn't sound like a murder mystery, but interesting. Think like a proton and stay positive. Geek posters. Sure. All right, what else is there? Whiteboard.
Chemistry holds no surprises. Love that.
Oh, look at that cat. Adorable cat. What else is here? Rubik's Cube.
Hated that thing.
Okay. That's the only comment that will be given about this game. About this game. About this little tool. Oh, tool, what am I saying? Toy.
That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy. For her pizza and movie party. Alright, I might have been a little jealous.
Don't be jealous. Never good. Never good. Have you seen this man? String of burglaries in Orange
Have you
Grove.
seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him.
Trevor? Might be Trevor. Yep, there goes the TV. I think the journal updated. There was a message behind me saying that the journal updated, so we'll check that in a second.
I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boyfriend, free burgers from the kitchen he worked in, sparkly things he bought me. I thought if I took care of him, he'd take care of me, and we'd get out, just in case I didn't get that scholarship. I had no idea where the money came from.
Okay, yeah, so I'm assuming Trevor was indeed the burglar. Okay, so I think we looked at everything bar the, I would imagine the very big thing, the PC, the laptop.
Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house. Not long after
Wow.
we met at Food
Okay, this
Rescue.
might be not a murder
He was stabbed.
mystery, but
Almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while.
Wow.
Stitches, concussion.
That's-
She still had headaches, she said.
that's something else. Wow. All right, so there's that story. Oh, I see. Apparently that doesn't do anything. I think there was some sort of idea. Oh, pizza boxes. Never checked them.
Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them. Whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything.
Hey, happy birthday, meow! It's time to party. God, horrible. Even me with a liking for puns, that's so. So yeah, there's like an achievements for finding all the notes or something in a room, but I guess we already found a bunch, and I won't be on purpose looking for stuff. What was the joke that you like, Mr. B? Okay, yeah, I think we looked at everything. I think this is all there is. So let's get the big one. Learn. I thought they said learn. No, library. Wow. Okay.
She must have written it down here somewhere.
I'm not a. Oh God. It was this one, right? It was behind here. I'm not a shadow.
Not a shadow person.
I'm not a shadow person. I'm assuming I'm not a shadow. Will be okay. Shadow
Damn, what's
Shadow
the password again? I
person.
need to find it.
There we go. Ta-da! Oh, of course. The only thing on a desktop, a kitty GIF. Oh, it's a kitty playing with the fishes on the mobile phone. The amount of pixels in that thing is staggering. You would see GIFs like that 20 years ago. All right. Someone needs to charge that thing. Torso Wi-Fi, Saturday. Nope, not turning it off just yet.
Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none
Oh,
of this
this
shit
is
would
really
have happened.
nice.
And no one would have died.
Yasmin, I'm so sorry you had to come in at such a horrible moment. My mic just went off. Nope, it didn't. It didn't. I just didn't say a word. It still shows. Still shows in my end. One way or the other. Yasmin, thanks so very much. This also is a reminder for me to actually set up the subscriber badges. Twitch finally gave subscriber badges to affiliates. So now, after I actually done it, picked what I wanted to pick, you, Yasmin, and everyone else who's a subscriber will get their very specialized subscriber badge. But thanks very much, and meet me back at you. 30 months. I swear, it just was like last week. It was, well, 2 weeks ago maybe. It was 12 months, and now all of a sudden it's 13 months. Yasmin, same through. Thanks so very much. Your support for the channel is unrivaled. Yeah, it's it might have been your Twitch. All right, so yeah. Trevor also writing something. Yeah. So yeah, we're just playing 3 short games. This one's Marie's room. After that, I think we'll do the cat burglar, and after that, we'll do one hand clapping. That should be a fun one. You just muted. Wow, interesting one. Hi Marie, it grieves me to hear that this is how you feel, but I'm afraid there's not much you can do at this stage. I understand you are alarmed. I feel unsafe, but Trevor has not broken any school laws, nor he has hurt anyone. I would like to invite you and Trevor into my office to see if we can start up a conversation between the two of you. Let me know when you are ready to talk. You know where to find me. Principal.
Oh,
I
no.
see you.
Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
Yep, that's pretty creepy. And that's 5 messages that he sent. I can't seem to look at the other ones. I think that's all we get. Right. What about the internet? Let's browse her.
One day, I just had to know. What's up with all
Cats.
the cats? She said she admired them. That they were who they were without any pretense.
Lots and lots and
That-
lots of cats.
They had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them.
David Process, thank you for the birthday butt. Thank you. I like the fact that this one says YouTube. It's hard to see, but right over here it says YouTube. This is, I think, IMDb. And the rest I can't exactly guess what these are. But also kitties.
When
Oh,
Bumblebee
Bumblebee ran away. That
went
stinks.
missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was
Darn.
Trevor.
Darn, really? God, I mean, right now we're blaming Trevor for everything. Why though? What was the reason?
Marie, what were you thinking?
Wow.
You know that's illegal.
I mean, having a gun in USA for self-defense, I think it's pretty much legal. Although not the SMG and assault rifles maybe a little bit too much. Yeah. Okay, haven't learned much from this, with the exception of the fact that, of what we sort of already knew, that Trevor was pretty big. Oh, keys.
Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt.
A pang of guilt. All right, Yasmin, see you around. Thanks for stopping by, and have fun watching Mr. Robot. Right, I think that's it from. Well, actually, maybe not. All right, so that's the first one. Ooh, there's more stuff. OMG, they put me on Kelsey's team. Yeah, I wonder if she remembers me from Food Rescue. God, hope not. I feel so connected to her. I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. Can't wait to start working on a science project. Our project. Feel I'm going to explode with excitement. Alright, just don't explode. Alright, this is someone's pretty personal journal, it seems. Artistic journal as well. Just stop. Why do you keep writing this shit? I know there isn't much news in Orange Grove, but it's been ages. They're never gonna find them. I wish everyone would just stop. Leave us alone so I can forget that the whole god-awful night. Something my dad was a hero for trying to stop them. Truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped and stabbed my dad, something snapped and I would have punched him, scratched his eyes out. I swear. I think I could have killed him, but the other one got to me before I even knew where there were two. Never saw those faces, neither did my dad, so they never caught them. What about here? Nothing was different. I love cats because they're not afraid to be difficult. I suppose. I do not exactly agree with that. I love cats, but definitely not for that reason. Just reading this on this side. Nah, I don't think there's anything of interest. I'm trying to ignore the fact that all of Kelsey Q's stuff is paid for with Trevor's money. He's such a creep. I don't get what she sees in him. She says I'm jealous. As if. Thing is, she thinks she needs him to get away from all of this. But she doesn't. She got away from her mom all on her own. Kelsey, the smartest, coolest, sweetest person you can imagine. She doesn't need anyone to get her out. She can do that all on her own. Too bad she doesn't believe in that in herself yet. I'm so stupid. Finally got to see La La Land. They showed it on Classics Night at the theater. Wait. Classics Night? Wait, was there a La La Land before the La La Land with Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone? Might have been, actually. Went with Ben. Aw, loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was so happy to see her. I actually friggin' hugged her. And she pushed me away, asked me what I thought I was doing, and that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show and her stupid cheerleader friends. Okay. Not helpful. Alright, sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Last night, the heels dug into my calf. That freaking hurt. Have you seen those heels? So he yanked them off her feet and told her, not in the bed. She was amused. Can't think why. To be honest, I wish I was size 9 because they look absolutely gorgeous, on Kelsey's feet at least. When I tried them on, I looked like a little girl trying on mommy shoes. So I'm still not sure what their relationship is. I mean, maybe she was jumping with those on the bed, which is dangerous. You may have noticed, sweet journal, that there are less and less F-words on these pages. I'm so frigging proud. Ha! Only when I go berserk, like when Kelsey threw that rock through my window. Then it's hard to keep up. Did you know that as a little girl, I used to curse abundantly? Trying to extend my vocabulary here. That's how it indicated intelligence, and I guess it looked cute up to a certain age. But he said mom hated it, so every time I used the F word, he made me put a piece of candy in the swear jar. Can't tell you how much that hurt every time, because I'd never see it again. I think he secretly ate it. He must have rejoiced, yep, killer extension again, every time I swore like a madman, madwoman. Must have. Oi, noise! Hello there, happy birthday, welcome to the first time to the stream. I'm wearing my birthday hat. This is from Rival Esports, my favorite community of Rocket League. I cast for them every single Saturday. Oh, almost every single Saturday. Oh, that's the best hat I could actually muster. There's one. We used that. We used it like a cowboy hat, but with a camouflage pattern. I used it last year on Halloween. There's an archive of that actually on my YouTube channel. She called me her friend today. I'm not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. Hey. Okay, what else is here? Kelsey's so angry at the world. She's a friend that did the only one decent thing. I told her she could do anything she wanted. She just had to make it happen. Not wait for it. I told her to deal again. Not drugs. The cards. Okay, so what's the deal with the cards? There's definitely something about the cards. I don't play well, let's just say I tried Fortnite a couple of times. I even streamed it a couple of times, but I'm still sort of on the fence on it, about that game. And CSGO, I do have it. Ages ago, game just stopped working, so haven't played in ages. Kelsey broke up with Trevor, finally! She can do much better than a total loser. He assaulted her in the school hallway. Of course, no one saw it happen, but he literally tore the clothes from her body. But she's done with him now, things can only get better. I think he's crazy. He keeps calling me at the most impossible hours just to yell at me, calling me names, threatening me that if I don't let Kelsey go, he'll do this or that. And as if I've got tied her up in here. I know unplug the phone when I go to sleep. Wow. That is crazy. Alright. Can't promise anytime soon. Today was a good day. Only 5 emails from Trevor. He's finally getting it. She's not coming back. He really holds me responsible for it. I can handle that if he keeps him away from her. If it keeps him, yeah. When I saw him in the hallway this morning, he slid his fingers across his throat again. If he wasn't such a scary-ass clown, I'd laugh. But he does scare me. I don't tell Kelsey these things, you shouldn't worry. These are good times that make me forget. All my troubles seem too far away. Wait a minute, is that a song? All my troubles seem so far away. Yep, that's Beatles yesterday. Kelsey took me night swimming in Mr. Jones' pool. I was scared shitless the first time, but 2 beers and freshly picked oranges. Chill, best nights ever. Also, it took me forever to convince Kelsey to ride the bike, because it ain't cold. Our rides are the best part of the day now, and on this day we rode them through Mr. Jones' orange grove. In broad daylight, we got home with a basket full of the juiciest golden oranges. I didn't even think about getting caught. Alright, so yeah. Now it gets sad. They're not listening. I've tried every authority at school. I even tried the cops, but they just patted my shoulder. Poor little girl, still traumatized. Bump in the head didn't do her any good. Yes, I'm swearing now. A jar full of candy. What should I do? I wish I could tell Kelsey she'd go insane and get herself hurt, or worse, go back to him. Trevor's dangerous. I know it's him, and there's nothing I can do. They'll never believe me. I don't think I'll ever see Bumblebee again. It wasn't too serious until they took the cat. Yep, there's a little drop. There continues to be a series of drop in my internet connection. Stabilized? Alright. Sometimes my internet does that. Can't sit and watch. I'll have to be fearless. Found this site where you can buy guns of anyone. Wow. Not that I mean to shoot anyone, it's just I don't know what to do anymore. If it's for protection, you know. Isn't that what they say? Anyway, there was this guy who wanted to sell me this totally new 9mm. I'm meeting him out of town somewhere, a little shady I admit, but with Trevor looking around, I'll take my chances. Yeah, that is slightly illegal. Also, it seems like she wanted to buy a gun afterwards, after the accident. Hey, Mama Jamma. Yeah, I mean, the pets is where I draw the line. Obviously, they stabbed her dad and hit her on the head, but still. There's been another home invasion just 2 blocks from here. They killed the woman this time. Wow. And the police think it's Trevor. Suppose it was him in our house? I can't wrap my head around it. It's too big. Kelsey says it isn't true, that Trevor is a bastard but would never commit such violent acts. Looking at that torn t-shirt, I think she might be in denial here. I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. Okay, I think she did buy a gun. We need this beer, water, and oranges. Like so many nights before Trevor, no, I am not going to let him spoil my night at the pool with Kelsey. He who shall not be named shall not be named. Not today. Okay, and I think that's it. I think the journal ends over there. So did I miss something? There's like a whole page missing. And also, yeah, there's a case with the code.
I need to find the key.
5-figure number.
A 5-figure number.
I doubt she will lock the... Yeah, it's a 5 and 4. Or rather 6 and 4, so no. Numbers. 5622, no, wouldn't work. Yeah, yep, beer bottle. Yep, there we go. Oh, actually an option. California,
Mr. Torres loved that beer.
summer beer.
After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember.
It's Mannequin de Piss, or whatever that statue is called in Brussels. A pissing boy. Oh, journal updated. There we go. We've been missing something. But now it's all there. Oh, there we go. That's just this page, it seems. California, and yep, the beer. Okay, so now comes the time for actual puzzles. Where have I seen a 5-letter code? Name badge.
Food rescue.
Nope. No codes. Definitely not the Green Eatery. Shopping bags. Height, no.
That's Trevor's phone number.
Trevor's phone number.
He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres.
Oh, 4 numbers ended up in circles. They're all in the journal now. Thanks, Painteal. Thanks for the tip. You might be absolutely right. 1, there was a 5 previously. 5. Not a number here though. 9 and 4. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. 3. Let's see. I'll add these numbers next to my 4. Next to my score sheet for Rocket League. 5. It looks a little bit like strange. Why would anyone actually make their combination on their like lock stuff something that they write from numbers in their journal? Or if the combination came first and then someone marked it in a journal, that's also weird.
I need to find
Weird
the
way to do
key.
this, but let's do this.
A 5-figure number.
See if you're right, Paint Eagle, and if you are, you're gonna get a cookie.
Yay! Good work, Kelsey.
Sarcasm all of a sudden,
Oh my God.
and yep, a gun. Gun safety
Past.
is obviously is not what I'm known for.
Indefinite.
Just
And
immediately pointed at
exists
myself.
Only as a spectrum of possibilities.
Cookies for Paint Eagle, indeed.
Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie.
Looks
I
cool.
really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it. So I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made
So
sure
what
of
happened?
that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool,
Yep.
and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she
Yeah,
think they were
there's
hollow
knife.
threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing
Yep.
it had been Trevor who
Trevor.
almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was
Wow.
me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat.
That guy
that I'd
is-
enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration. No, that's not what happened. Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that. Hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I
Plot
panicked.
twist.
I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly
Okay.
injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled
Rewind.
me by my hair,
Rewind the whole
then-
thing.
But
That is
Marie wasn't
completely
listening.
new information.
I was losing
Wow.
it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and...
Of course.
What do you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Wow. Oh, there's a phone.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar. In your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking, like, forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Hey, Scullix. Welcome to the birthday stream
Should've
and
talked to me
this
on the phone,
most
so what else could I
saddest...
do?
Well,
I drove all the way up there.
It could be
Vancouver,
worse.
Freezing my ass off in that tin can of a car.
it could be worse. This game could be much worse for what it was in the end. And a plot twist. Wow, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it at all. But next time, if I'm doing something like this, I better check. Yeah, what's been up with these Scullix? What have you been up to?
Of course I knew it was her. Who else? There's only one thing to do. Get to Marie.
Aunt Marie. And now they're older. Although this room hasn't really changed much, I have to say. Despite her being an aunt. An aunt. My pronunciation. Fantastic as always. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to do here, right? Pretty sure not. Yep, that's us.
Is that me? Oh my god, the hair. What was I thinking?
You tell me. I don't know what on earth I've been thinking. Alright, let's get that journal and let's get the heck out of here. Aunt. Alright. Right. Press J to read the journal, and yep, there's the last page. I regret food rescue. I regret the science project. I regret it all. My father could have died because of me. My inability to pick real friends. Kelsey never was who she said she was. I never knew her and turned out. It has all been bullshit. And I'm so stupid. I should have realized that it that Lala night and walked away for good. I like the turn of phrase. I should have realized it that Lala night. Because someone died right in this room. I made him die. I pulled the trigger, made him pull it to pierce. Okay, it's now getting too bloody. Dear diary, maybe I'll send for you someday when all of this is long over and I've dealt with being a murderer. Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You're my friend and I love you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you. I stood up to him because of you. But you know, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you. So I don't want you to come find me. I'll promise I'll be alright, Marie. And so she moved to Vancouver, it seems. Aunt. Should I pronounce aunt like that? I think stream has always been smooth, although I'm dropping frames today. My connection is dropping here and there. I've been just streaming. Skipped last week due to incredible heat, but I'm pretty sure everyone is suffering. Hey, Kelsey's daughter. 3 people in voice cast. Interesting game, although again I was slightly surprised about the twist there was. I should have read the premise of the game a little bit more careful. But yeah, this has very, very strong feelings of Life is Strange, Captain, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. So yeah. And yeah, today is indeed my birthday, so I decided to do a little bit of a bunch of games that are free. You can play these games yourself. Everyone can get those for free on Steam. For instance, this one is free on Steam. Do you really want to quit? Yes, please.